Ladies and gentlemen, the following is another amazing episode of the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. In one corner, we have the Monarch of Mardi Gras, the Baroness of Bourbon Street. When she's not co-hosting Ringside Society, she's on crazy misadventures such as destroying people's dinners, shopping for DeLoreans, and going back to 1885 for freshly churned butter and picking fights with random people dressed as one of the Road Warriors. Louisiana's own Kathy Knight. In the second corner, we have the greatest thing on God's green earth. No, we're not talking about money. Mary Jane or Popeye's spinach. He's the travel dart of Ringside Society and joining the greatest American hero. It takes two to make a thing go right. He's Rob Bass, and you are not. And in the third corner, we have that ocean crossing, straight up Boston, flight catching, shot glass snatching, always on the go. Catch him if you can. Said his name in Guyana, now they love him in Japan. No cap, the worldwide star boy, Remy Blue. And tonight, we have two special guests with us. Yes, I know we normally do our pay-per-view predictions as a trio, but we have two special guests tonight, two hardcore wrestling fans. No, not hardcore as in CC Dub and CZ Dub. No, we're talking about these men actually attend the pay-per-view. Actually, one of them right now just attended the AEW, I guess you call it Fan Access in Jacksonville, Florida.
Fan
First
Fest.
up, we have straight from the 305, where it easily gets live. Your favorite ghetto country Chicano, Salvador. Salvador, how you doing today, man?
What's going on, good brother? What's going on with everybody? How y'all doing?
Pretty good. And from my neck of the woods, don't hate the 718, my fellow New Yorker, whether he's from the BS, from the BK. Everybody, welcome to the show, from the Corner Podcast.
What's going on, guys? Thank you for having me.
So, I'm really excited. Hey, what do y'all think about AEW Double or Nothing?
I'm excited for sure, and I'm going to be there live tomorrow to witness everything happen in person. So, not trying to.
Nice. Yes, he is a very lucky man right now.
I know.
Lux for losers. I keep telling everybody that. Lux for losers, but continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, hey, it's a 19-hour drive for me. I'm good. I'll wait till you're a little closer.
Well, they're going to be on the road traveling soon, so I'm pretty sure they're going to be announcing. I'm pretty sure they'll be announcing more dates soon.
Now, question: are they still going to be in Jacksonville?
Yeah, June 30th is the last show they're going to be doing in Jacksonville. I know they got a show this Friday coming up at I know they're doing another show this Friday, I guess, because of the NBA playoffs being preempted. So they have another show they're doing this Saturday. I forgot the schedule. I would have to go back and look at it. But for the most part, I know the last show they will be doing in Jacksonville is June 30th. And then they'll be on the road. The first show that they'll be on the road will be down in Miami, Florida, July 7th at the James L. Knight Center, which ain't nothing but a 20-minute ride for me.
Okay.
So you have that. And then I think the next two shows they're doing are both in Austin and Dallas, Texas, or Dallas, Texas, and Austin. I know it's going to be both of them going to be in Texas after that. And after that, I guess they'll announce other shows.
Texas is getting all the shows right now.
Pretty much.
About to move to Texas.
That's right.
Yeah. Kathy actually drives 5 hours from Louisiana, where she's at, to Houston, Texas, to go see wrestling shows. Like Reality of Wrestling. She just went to the Renegade Wrestling Revolution. Yeah, Texas is booming right now. So we got AEW Double or Nothing. It's going to be a hot card. I'm looking forward to all these matches. I'm not gonna lie. So let's go ahead and start with the card. So the first match that we have right now is a singles for the NWA World Women's Championship. It's going to be the defending champion Serena Deeb versus Rio. This is the pre-show. So I'm gonna go around. Ask each and every one of y'all who y'all think is gonna win. If y'all got any other predictions, definitely let us know. To those of y'all that are listening to us right now, we apologize for the echo. We're working on it, but we'll try our best. But so Rob, who do you have for that match?
Serena Deeb and Rio. Oh, all right. You know what? I'm going Serena Deeb on this one. I think, yeah, because NCS still fighting with Thunder Rosa. Did they have that match yet for Beacon Stays in Town? Or is that coming up?
I think they had a match before, but I think it's coming up.
Okay, yeah.
Another one's coming up.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So, yeah, I think Serena Deeb is going to take this one because, I think her and Thunder Rosa, they're going to have that match, when it comes up. Yeah, so I'm going to go Serena Deeb on this one.
Awesome. Kathy, how about you? Who are you going with? I think I know who you're going with, but I'm going to let you answer anyways.
So I think this is going to be a hard-fought match for both. Rio's a former AEW champion, but I think Serena's going to retain.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you're a Serena fan, man. I see over there. It's okay, though. I mean, she cool people. Nice person. I met her in person before. She liked my accent. She's like, where's that accent from? Guyana. I like it. I'm like,
okay.
Straight edge Serena, who shaved her head for straight edge, actually likes my accent. That's crazy.
Yep, there you go.
Hey, Salvador, how about you, man? Who you got for this match, man?
From the looks of it, I mean, it's gonna be a good women's wrestling match, and I mean, it would be nice to see Riho win the NWA Women's Championship. But I'm probably going to go with Serena Deeb with the win. But I guarantee you that this will be one of the greatest, well, not one of the greatest, but it'll be one of the best women wrestling matches of the night. And hopefully, not to jump the shark a little bit, hopefully Britt Baker and Hikaru Shida can be able to follow, because I do believe that these two women are going to try to indeed steal the show, even though they're on the buy-in and it's not on the actual card. I'm expecting for Rio and Serena Deeb to bring it.
Awesome. Kenny, how about you, man? Who you got?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Serena Deeb on this one. I don't see Rio, winning the title and then going to NWA to follow with the storylines that they're having now. Serena Deeb has been a strong champion, so far since she's won the belt from Thunder Rosa. So I'm gonna stick with Serena Deeb on this one.
Cool. Yeah, me honestly, I think I'm gonna have to go with Serena Deeb. I just think it's her time, and I was never a Serena Deeb fan, but I know what she could pull off in that ring. As a matter of fact, 7 years ago, it was 2014, one of the best matches I ever saw. I think it was Serena Deeb and Mia Yim at a Bombshell Ladies of Wrestling event in New Jersey. They put on a show, and I'd never forget that match. So the next match we have is for the AEW World Tag Team Championship. We have the defending champions, the Young Bucks, Matt Jackson and Nick Jackson, who just got jacked for their sneakers, man. Eddie Kingston, man. I'm not definitely. Hey, he must be from the Bronx. Got to be from the Bronx. You can't tell me that. But the Young Bucks versus, they're gonna have the Elite. I guess it's gonna be Nakazawa and whoever else, Brandon Cutler on their side, versus John Moxley and Eddie Kingston. Rob, who you got for this one, man?
Yeah, I was just writing down, man. I got, it's going to be a hard-fought match. You got Moxley and Kingston as a tag team. They're going to go in there just straight, dispense justice in that ring. But I think the Young Bucks, man, he's still on roll. You know, everything going on with the Elite and all that stuff. So I think they're still gonna keep the belts, you know, for a little bit longer. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna pick. I'm gonna pick the Young Bucks.
Awesome. Kathy, who you got?
So I think the Young Bucks are going to retain, but Mox and Kingston are going to give them a run for their money. I just don't see them winning because, you know, Mox is going to be a dad soon. So I don't think, you know, they'd be like, they wouldn't be champs for long. I'll put it that way if they do become champs because he's going to be a dad soon. So I don't think they're going to give it to him. And plus, I think if the Young Bucks lose, they're out of AEW or something like that. So I think they're still going to be in. I think the Young Bucks are going to retain.
Okay, all right. Two for Young Bucks so far. Salvador, who you got, man?
Looking at this match on paper, you got the Young Bucks, who's a well-established tag team. They're the tag team champs for a reason, and not just because they're the EVPs. Moxley and Kingston, good friends, but it's a big difference between being good friends outside the ring and working as a cohesive unit inside. You know, yes, they've had a few kind of tune-up matches, you know, with them working as a tag team. Tomorrow now comes a challenge. And while two great wrestling single stars, yes, Moxley, a former AEW world champion, we know what he's capable of. Eddie Kingston, we're going to see more of what he's capable of. But at the end of the day, I don't see them winning the tag team titles. I'm giving this to the Young Bucks to retain. And to piggyback off of what Kathy said, it's going to be a good, hard-fought match. I don't see Moxley holding any other titles anytime soon, especially with his kid along coming soon. You know, I do expect him to be off for a little while. And, yeah, I'm going with the Bucks to retain. Oh, shit. Sorry.
It happens, man. Kenny, who you got, man?
God, I feel like I'm the only one that's in support of Moxley and Eddie Kingston on this one. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna give it to them just because I feel like if they win, you can continue the storyline between the Bucks and you know, Moxley and Eddie Kingston, because you like necessarily. I know he's gonna be a dad soon, like everybody said, but he still has a little bit of time. You still have, you know, other Dynamites and AEW Darks and God knows what else they're gonna throw at you to change the titles, you know. So I'm gonna give it to Moxley and Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, that's what's up. I'm gonna definitely I'm gonna have to go with Kenny too. I'm going with Moxley and Eddie Kingston. You know, I mean, he jacked them guys for their shoes, but I think he's gonna jack them for their belts too, man. Yeah, I think Kingston and Moxley got this. Like they definitely gonna take it. It's gonna be a hard fought battle. It's gonna be a hell of a battle. I'll say this: if Moxley and Kingston do win, like Salvador said, you know, the Young Bucks are a very well established tag team. It's going to be by the skin of their teeth. It's going to be very hard fought. It's not going to be easy. So the next match we got is Sting and Darby Allin versus Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page in a tag team match. Rob, what you got for this one, man?
See, with this one, man, yeah, I'm definitely going Sting and Allen. You know, they're gonna win this. This Sting's first match in like real match in however long, like 6, 7, 8 years, something like that. Yeah, I think I can't have you see Sting going in there, being retired for that long, you know, and going there and getting beat, man. I think I think Sting and Allen, they're gonna get this one. But it's probably gonna be a pretty good match, man. Because you know, I like Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, man, but I don't think they're gonna get this win though. Hopefully they'll look strong though. Hopefully they look strong.
Okay. Kathy, how about you?
So I think so Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page, they'll definitely take it to Sting and Darby, but I think Sting and Darby are gonna pull it out and they're gonna win. They're gonna take this one.
Okay. Salvador, how about you, man? Who you got?
Not trying to go for all the heels or whatever, but we're trying to establish Scorpio Sky and Ethan Page right now. They're up and coming. They keep getting attacks on Sting and Darby. Darby just lost the AEW the TNT Championship. I feel and believe that this is going to be Sky's and Page's time. Darby obviously being the one to take the fall. I'll be shocked if Sting is the one who takes the fall. But I don't see Sting and Darby winning this one. I'm going with Page and Sky.
All right. Kenny, who you got, man?
Oh, I have to go with All Ego, Ethan Page, and Scorpio Sky on this one. I mean, all three guys right now, not including Sting, they're going to work their ass off tomorrow. Because everybody has to work hard just to make Sting look good. This is his first match back. This is not cinematic. This is in front of a live crowd. I give Sting no more than maybe like 5 to 6 minutes in and out of the ring half the time, and the rest of the time it's just Darby Allin just getting whipped. And then, I'm going to switch it around and just be like, Sting will get pinned. By who? I'm probably going to say Scorpio Sky. Just because he's been there longer, they need to establish him a lot more. Ethan Page just came in. He's like kind of piggybacking off of Scorpio Sky right now. So I see them winning it, and I see just, them like plateauing more and just getting up there more throughout the ranks.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with this. I'd say I would definitely give it to. I'm gonna have to give it to Sting and Darby Allin, because like I said, it's been Sting's first match in 6 years. So I'm gonna give it to them. But, and I called this on Twitter a couple weeks ago. Scorpio Sky is either gonna get that Scorpion Deathlock put on him, or he's gonna put it on someone of those people. And I think that would be a great storyline for him if Scorpio Sky, let's say Sting, because these wrestlers, they pass on their moves to people that they mentor a lot of times. And I think it would be cool if if Sting tries to do it with Darby Allin. And this is just me playing armchair booker. I mean, I ain't got no shame in that. But Sting tries to give it to Darby Allin. But Scorpio's like, no, I'm the one with Scorpio in my name. It's Scorpion Deathlock actually suits somebody like me. And then that storyline starts with that. That'd be really cool. Or if they really want to be really like crazy, they could actually have him go to I'm not gonna go to the originator of the Scorpion Deathlock. I'm not gonna say who their name is, due to certain reasons. But y'all don't say it either if y'all know. And trust me, I'll tell y'all at the end of the Kathy and Rob, y'all know, but I'll tell y'all at the end of the of the episode. But yeah, I think that'd be really something's gonna involve Scorpio Sky and the Scorpion Deathlock. I got a gut feeling. The next match that we have is a Stadium Stampede match. The Inner Circle, which consists of Chris Jericho, Jake Hager, Sammy Guevara, and Santana and Ortiz, who may or may not be able to wrestle tonight due to what happened on Dynamite this past Friday or last night, versus the Pinnacle, which is MJF, Wardlow, Shawn Spears, Cash Wheeler, and Dax Harwood, with Tully Blanchard at their side. If the Inner Circle loses, they have to disband as a team forever. Rob, who you got for this one?
Man, this is going to be, they're going to go give it to each other. But you know what? I don't think the Inner Circle is going to break up just yet. I don't think they're really done with this. I think they got another maybe like match or two they're going to do or something, trying to stretch it out. But I see the Inner Circle pulling this one out, man. It's like, something at the end, some kind of shenanigans, something. Because I don't think they're going to break up right yet. But if they do, it's all good. They had their good run. But yeah, I think I'm going to give it to them.
Kathy, how about you? Who you got?
So I'm enjoying the storyline from when MJF was with Jericho and then he went his separate ways and made his own faction. So this is just good. Like, I love it. I wish they could keep fighting forever. But I hope the Inner Circle stays together. I think they're gonna pull this one off because the last time they got together, they had the whole like MJF threw Chris off the cage and stuff like that. So I think they're gonna try to get their revenge, and I don't think they're gonna disband just yet. But like Rob said, if they do this ban, like they were a pretty good faction, and it would end like on a high note, I would think.
Awesome. Salvador, how about you? Who you got?
As much as I would want the Inner Circle to win, and I feel like they would need to, I'm gonna have to go with the Pinnacle. What else can you do with the Inner Circle? I mean, the only other thing that I could think of for what's left of the Inner Circle to do is for everyone to just hold titles. Have Jake Hager win the TNT Championship against Miro. Have Santana and Ortiz defeat the Bucks for the tag titles. Sammy Guevara defeat Omega for the AEW Championship, while Jericho watches them all hold titles. No, that's not going to happen. At least not no time soon. And there's only one person who I feel will beat Hangman, who will defeat Kenny Omega for the AEW Championship. I'll give that answer later. Might have already slipped up, but nonetheless, I really don't see anything left that the Inner Circle can do. They've literally done it all. Yeah, I can see that they can't win 2 Stadium Stampedes in a row, but I don't see what else the Inner Circle can do. And just based off of that, yeah, they just became baby faces. But sometimes leaving the heart to want more as opposed to becoming stale. Maybe it's time for the Inner Circle to part ways. You know, maybe one day they can reform again. But I see the Pinnacle winning this.
Yeah. You have a good point there. Kenny, how about you, man?
Yeah, so many good points that Salvador made. I mean, I can see the Pinnacle winning this match. There's nothing else that the Inner Circle needs to do but to break up at this point. Let's get Santana and Ortiz out of here. Let them start running for the tag team titles. Let Sammy start going for another title for the TNT title, and Jericho's going on his cruise soon. He's about to start going on tour. He still needs to rehab his hand, So I definitely just see them just ending it at this point on Sunday and just, going their separate ways.
Yeah, this is a tough one to call, but I'm gonna have to go with the Inner Circle because the reason why is you can't have them lose 2 big matches twice. I mean, if that's the case, they should have just if they're gonna break up the Inner Circle, they should have just ended it when MJF threw Jericho off the cage, but Jericho came back. His hand was in a bandage. I'm really gonna say that the Inner Circle is going to win it, but they're going to win it barely. They might be 2 men short because, like I said, we all saw, Santana and Ortiz took pile drivers through two tables from atop of some structure. So they may not be 100%. They may not be able to help their team out. But I got a good feeling that I'm going to go Inner Circle on this one. So the next match we have is a singles match for the AEW TNT Championship. The defending champion Miro versus Lance Archer with Jake Roberts in his corner. Rob, what do you got for this one?
See, I'm really excited for this match. I think this match is going to be one of them, the hard-hitting match. You got 2 big, meaty men in here bumping meat. But, oh, man, as much as I love Miro, I think Archer's going to get this one, man. I think, Archer, I think, he's got Roberts on, you got Jake the Snake there and all that. I think Archer's finally gonna get a title and all that good stuff, man. And Miro, man, as much as I love him, man, I want to see him with a longer run, but I think Archer, I think he got this one.
Awesome. Kathy, who we got for this one?
So this one, like Rob said, two big men duking it out, but I circled Miro. I think Miro's gonna retain. I don't know if Archer's ready for a title yet. I don't know when he's gonna get one, but I don't know if it's right now, if it's tomorrow, but I think Miro might retain.
All right. Salvador, who you going with?
Okay, based off of what I saw tonight at the weigh-in, and I don't know if that was streamed live on YouTube or if any of y'all seen it, that the weigh-in that they did for the three matches, Paige, Cage, Miro, and Archer, and Sheeta and Britt Baker, and I'm guessing since Kenny raised his hand, I guess they showed it. Had Miro not came back in and punched Roberts in the gut, I would have said Archer. But after seeing that, and trust me, there are some good guy wrestlers I do want to win. So don't just think I'm just picking all the damn bad guys and there's going to be no happy ending for Double or Nothing. I see Miro retaining. And I feel that Jake Roberts is going to be the cause for Miro to win. I mean, it's going to be a smash mouth match between two big guys. And I know that Archer's going to bring it. He's going to bring it, and so is Miro. But after what I saw with Jake Roberts getting that gut punch by Miro, I don't see Archer going to be able to focus. Probably something's going to happen again. That at the beginning of this match is going to be Archer boiling the shit out of Miro. He's going to come more of emotion than thinking. And Jake Roberts is known as a thinking guy. He was never known as a brawler to just attack. So it's going to be emotional. And if Miro can withstand the emotional part of the beginning of the match, Miro got it. And Jake Roberts, I feel, is going to somehow try to get involved. And it's sadly going to fuck over, excuse my language, it's going to screw over Archer. Not intentionally, but it's going to end up causing Archer to whatever game plan he has to screw up. Miro's going to capitalize. Miro's going to retain.
All right. Good point. Thanks for letting us know about that. I had no idea Jake Roberts got punched in the gut. Yeah, could be something more behind that. Kenny, who you got, man?
God, as much as I would love for Archer to win, I think Miro is going to retain it. I think they want to establish some type of characteristic with this guy right now, to try and take him away from that best man gimmick that he already, he came in with. These two guys are like a powerhouse team. I love Archer from New Japan, and just seeing how, athletic he is. So this match is definitely going to be something to watch and something to talk about. I do see Jake getting involved, and that's going to start the storyline of Archer and Jake separating from each other.
Man, when you mentioned Archer's NJPW days, you got me thinking of Suzuki Gun and KES, man. Oh man, I don't know who's worse as heels, them or Bullet Club. KES is just in your face.
Suzuki Gun.
Yeah. And that old man that's always whooping on them young boys, I don't know what his problem is, but yeah, that man is just mean as hell, man. Jeez. But the next match, honestly, I think my pick, I'm gonna have to go with Miro. He just got the title, and I mean, once again, it's gonna be a hell of a fight. But I think Miro's gonna take this. And I got a gut feeling that once he retains, he's gonna have to answer to his former I guess best friend or whatever, Kip Sabian. Because they got I think he broke his arm or something, like injured his arm. So I think that match is gonna come soon. Or who knows? Maybe Kip Sabian may cost him the belt. We haven't seen him in a while, so or in a couple of weeks. So who knows? But I'm gonna go with Miro. Next match we have is a singles match. Hangman Adam Page versus Brian Cage with Team Taz by his side. Rob, what you got for this one, man?
Yeah, with this one, see, I love Hangman Adam Page and stuff, but I'm going Brian Cage with this one, man. I think he's gonna go in there and just Hangman Page is gonna try and do his thing, but Brian Cage is too powerful. He's just gonna throw him around like like nothing. And yeah, man, yeah, Brian Cage is getting this one. That's my pick. He's gonna go out there, tear it up.
Kathy, who you got for this one?
I just like saying Page versus Cage. It was kind of neat. As much as I love Brian Cage, I don't know if he's gonna get pushed with this match. If it's gonna start a push, or I don't know what they're doing with him. Like he's in Taz's stable and everything. But I'm gonna go with Hangman Page unless they're gonna push Cage. I'm going with Page.
I'll tell you one thing, Kathy. I bet you wouldn't like it if it was Cage versus the other Page. You'd be like, I'm not looking forward to this. All right, so the next one. So, Salvador, who you going with, man?
Okay. For everyone who think all I want is for all the bad guys to win, I'm going with Hangman Adam Page. And I feel that this is going to be the beginning of the ascent of Adam Page to become that first authentic AEW guy to become the AEW World Champion. And it's going to start with this. It's going to start with this match right here. And what I also see happening is also going to be Brian Cage's way of exiting Team Taz. They've been teasing it for a while. It's going to be a hard-hitting match. Cage is going to fucking bring it. He's Mr. GMSI. He's going to get his shit in. But at the end, I see Hangman Page coming out on top. And this is going to be the beginning of Hangman's ascent, getting back all these wins, becoming a viable threat. And once Kenny loses the AAA title to Andrade and loses the TNA Undisputed Champions, the Moose, I see Adam Page getting his revenge on Kenny Omega come Full Gear. Just my opinion. This ain't spoilers. This ain't something that someone leaked to me. None of this bullshit. That's just my opinion. And that begins tomorrow night with Hangman Adam Page defeating Brian Cage, the Machine.
Yep, it's time for the horse to run wild. For those y'all that don't know what I'm talking about, the horse is Adam Page's I guess animal symbol or whatever.
And the cowboy shit's gonna start. The cowboy shit starts tomorrow night.
Oh yeah. Kenny, who you got, man?
I don't see anybody winning this match at all. I see this going to disqualification. All right. The reason why I say this, okay, I love Hangman Adam Page. I think he is a future world champion. They need to push him. But right now, because of Team Taz and because of the Dark Order, all getting involved in this, I don't see this being a clear-cut win. I see this being a disqualification match and it building up to a storyline where it's going to be, the FTW belt will be put on the line for this one, and it won't be tonight, but it will be sometime, maybe like a Dynamite, moving forward. They have to do something with Dark Order. They put them in the weigh-in for Christ's sakes. They had them involved in this thing, so of course they're going to have them in the match as well.
True. I think Adam Page is going to pick this up. I think he's going to get that. He's going to get a win over Brian Cage, and like Salvador said, it's going to be the starting of his journey to becoming the first ever authentic AEW World Champion. And And I'm really looking forward to that happening because Adam Page has come a long way. I'm not a fan of his, but I definitely respect his in-ring ability. He's busted his ass over the years, so he definitely deserves this. Deserves this win as well too. So my next, to me like when I see him with the in the Elite, he's like the one that's in the background. Like you got Kenny Omega, larger than life. You got Cody Rhodes, you know, the grandson of a plumber. You got the Young Bucks, you know, Super Kick Party and all this stuff. You just got Adam Page just chilling in the back, just, you know, sipping on his little bourbon or whatnot, or Jack and Coke, whatever his beverage of the night is. And, you know, I like to see him get this one and, you know, rise up. So the next match we have is actually a Battle Royal, the Casino Battle Royal, for a future AEW World Championship match. Just around the corner, just going around. Rob, who you got, man?
Man, these battle royals are kind of hard to pick. I wrote down Christian, but I see on there TBA on there to be announced. So man, usually TBA is a surprise, and you know, they're usually somebody good that might get it. So if Christian doesn't win it, I'm gonna go with TBA, whoever that is.
All right. Kathy, who are you going with?
So there are a lot of good participants in there. I narrowed it down to Matt Hardy, Penta, and Powerhouse Hobbs, and maybe Christian Cage, like honorable mention.
Okay. Salvador, who you got, man?
We're gonna get a Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage match. Now, rather if it's gonna be like at a Fyter Fest or Fight for the Fallen, or a special episode of Dynamite is going to be, you know, booked like a pay-per-view, we are going to get Christian Cage versus Kenny Omega for the AEW World title during the time of Kenny Omega's reign as the belt collector. The only other person that I could see winning the Battle Royal other than Christian Cage could be either Darby Allin or Scorpio Sky. If not one of those two, I'm picking the instant classic Christian Cage to win in the Casino Battle Royal.
So the people that they mentioned are Christian Cage, and I apologize, I should have mentioned this earlier. It's Christian Cage, Matt Sydal, Powerhouse Hobbs, Penta El Cero Miedo, Jungle Boy, Matt Hardy, Mark Quinn, Isaiah Cassidy, The Blade, Evil Uno, Colt Cabana, number 10, both Varsity Blondes, both members of the Acclaimed, QT Marshall, Nick Camarado, Dustin Rhodes, Lee Johnson, and somebody to be announced. Yeah, Darby Allin isn't in this one, unfortunately, although it would have been cool.
Oh, I thought he was. Scorpio Sky in this too or no?
He's not.
Okay, well, in that case, my pick is going to be Christian Cage. You're not going to be building Christian, you know, to be a major player for him not to win. So it's going to be Christian Cage. We're going to get a Kenny Omega versus Christian Cage match for the AEW Championship. Kenny's going to win, but we're going to get a match between Christian Cage and Kenny Omega.
Kenny, how about you? Who are you going with?
I'm going to keep this very short. I'm going to give it to Christian. There's no reason why you would bring him on to AEW, build him up so much, put him in this match, and then have him lose. Like then what happens with him? You know, unless you're going to continue the storyline with him and Hobbs. That's the only way I see him continuing some type of storyline in AEW. So I'm gonna give him the win for this one.
So my pick is going to be Christian Cage, but I would have to say that if not Christian Cage, the only other person I see winning, and this is going to sound funny, kinda, is Jungle Boy. That's the only other one I see you know, winning this thing. I don't see Matt Hardy, although I do expect to see Matt Hardy in the Final Four. But I think it's either going to be Christian Cage or Jungle Boy.
Jungle Boy.
So the next match we have is a singles.
Sorry. I was gonna say Jungle Boy is very popular, so that doesn't seem far fetched. That does not seem far fetched at all. You know, it could either be someone like him who's popular. Kenny Omega can elevate him. He's still gonna lose, but he could be elevated in the process of losing. Or you get Pentagon Jr., who could probably win as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see who comes out on this one. The next match we have is a singles match. It's gonna be Cody Rhodes with Arn Anderson in his corner versus Anthony Ogogo with QT Marshall, Nick Camarado, and Aaron Solo in his corner. Rob, who you got for this one, man?
Man, this was I actually I'm looking forward to this match. I think it's gonna be pretty good because Ogogo, man, he was wasn't he like a bronze medalist in the Olympics for boxing or something, man? Like, but
Yeah,
I'm gonna give it to Cody, man. He's gonna win, but he's gonna make Ogogo look great, man. It's gonna, at the end of the match, he's gonna stand up, gonna do the, he's gonna raise his hand like, oh yeah, give him a hug or whatever, like yeah. But yeah, he's gonna be like, yeah, QT Marshall, you know what I mean? He's like, yeah, he's gonna give him props and stuff, but yeah, Cody's gonna win, but Ogogo's gonna look great, man. He's gonna make him look like $1 million freaking bucks.
Kathy, who you got?
So I circled Cody winning. I think the only way Ogogo would win is if he's got 3 people in his corner, and if they interfere, then that's how he's gonna win. But I see Cody pulling it off and winning.
Okay. Salvador, how about you? Who you got?
Before hearing Rob and Kathy said what they said, I would have expected Cody Rhodes to put to make Anthony Ogogo the governor to look strong and to look good, but in the end, it would be Anthony Ogogo with his hand raised. After listening to Rob and Kathy's point of view, I'm now going to change my answer because, again, I don't want everybody to think I just want all the fucking bad guys to win. Good guys need to get some type of fucking win here for this show. Of all the picks I don't pick so far, I can see now the American Dream Cody Rhodes winning, and in the process making Anthony Ogogo look like a devastating beast. And I'll leave it at that.
All right. Kenny, how about you? Who you got?
Come on, it is Memorial Weekend. You guys have a pay-per-view that's honoring America, for Christ's sakes. It is not even 4th of July. Of course, Cody Rhodes is going to win. Cody Rhodes is going to make this look spectacular. This is going to look like the Macy's Day Parade out here. He's going to have fireworks. It's going to be red, white, and blue. His whole entire gear is going to be completely different. We're going to get this as an AEW figure. Brandy's going to come out rubbing her stomach. Like the whole 9. It's just going to... He will win this. He is going to make Anthony look very good. Trust me. All right. He's gonna do this. It's going to be a great match, but Cody Rhodes will come out the victor in this one.
I'm going to go with Cody Rhodes, too. For some reason, I got a gut feel. Part of me is saying that is getting this vibe that Cody Rhodes is going to come out like Apollo Creed in Rocky IV. Before he fought Ivan Drago, he had on the big red, white, and blue hat, and he comes out dancing like his dad. I got a good feeling he's going to do, and it would not surprise me if he does that. It would not surprise me if he does some shuck and job in that ring. Especially, I was just going to say the same thing. And it's Anthony Ogogo he's doing it, a boxer. It wouldn't surprise me if he does that little jab thing his dad used to do, and he starts dancing around the ring. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call that right now. He's going to do that during this match. He's going to win. He's going to leave bloody, but he's going to do that definitely in this match. So the next match we have is a singles match for the AEW Women's World Championship. The defending champion Hikaru Shida versus Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, with Rebel. This is going to be the one. Rob, who you got, man?
I'm going Britt Baker on this one. Sheeta, she's been dominant for the past year or so, however long she's had it, and I think it's Britt Baker's time. They've been building her up, especially that Thunder Rosa feud, man. That was like probably my favorite feud of the past year or whatever. Her and Thunder Rosa going at it. But yeah, I'm going Britt Baker. I think it's finally her time. She's going to get the win. She's going to be champ, and but it's going to be a great match, man. But Sheeta, she was dominant. She was a good champ, for the past year. But it's Britt Baker's time.
And to that idiot that made fun of Hikaru Shida's accent, yeah, I'm not gonna cuss you out. I'm not gonna say none. All I'm gonna say is, in the great words of the illustrious DJ Khaled, congratulations, you played yourself. But Kathy, who you got?
So Sheeta's been champion for a while now. Britt has that awesome match with Thunder Rosa, and like Rob said, she's been built up. I think Britt's gonna take it. We're gonna have a new champion.
Cool. Salvador, who you got, man?
Unfortunately, it's gonna be one of those matches where I pick the bad guy, or in this case, bad girl. Hikaru Shida's had her time, despite the pandemic. But Britt Baker has pretty much been a dark horse that is now time for her to shine and be able to see what can she really be able to bring. If she wins this match, then we're going to need to see exactly what the fuck is Britt Baker going to be all about as champion. Yes, she's proven she's tough. And even though that the match that she had against Thunder Rosa, that lights out match, does not count against her record, she's proved that she's tough and she's durable and she's ready to go. So now her true challenge is getting her rematch against Hikaru Shida from last year, where Hikaru Shida busted her nose. Now that I feel that Britt Baker is more seasoned as a heel, she's more comfortable and she's a lot dirtier in the ring. Yeah, it's going to be Britt Baker's toughest challenge, and in the end, she'll succeed. And she'll become AEW Women's Champion. And then we're going to see what the fuck she's really about. And can she be able to help elevate that division? Or was this just another mistake putting the title on someone just because fans like them?
All right. Kenny, who you going with?
Oh, man, this is one of the matches that I'm so excited to see. You have two women who have been, working so hard to grow this division to what it is now, and what could it become, down the line. Shida being a champion for 371 days. Britt Baker, we've seen her grow in AEW so far as becoming a heel, and her in-ring work has been getting so much better. Like Salvador said, they're gonna put the title on Britt Baker. I'm gonna go with Baker on this one. What is next for her with this title is what we have to see. Like, who's gonna step up in the women's division to actually take her on besides Thunder Rosa. I love Thunder Rosa. I don't want to see her as champion right now. I want to see somebody else from the women's division actually step up and challenge Britt Baker and make her a better heel than what she is now.
Before you give your answer, Remy, I think I got an answer for you, Kenny. Britt Baker wins, but then a dominant heel is going to come in the form of Jade Cargill. Wipe the floor with Britt Baker, and then we see Britt Baker as a babyface try to get the title back. Yes, Jade Cargill still needs experience. She still needs a lot more season because she's green as fuck. I understand that. Trust me. I understand and comprehend that crystal clear. But you have someone like her who is dominant. Look at the way that she's built. Get a little bit more season in her. Give her another year or so. Jade Cargill will be the one that'll literally bust Britt Baker's face. Because what else is Britt Baker going to do as a heel? Eventually, she's going to have to become a babyface. She's going to have to drop that title to someone. And unless they're building it to Thunder Rosa or Red Velvet, Jade Cargill is the only one that I can see who would dethrone Britt Baker and Britt Baker wins it back, but this time going as a face. But for the time being, yes, I'm pretty sure most of us are in agreement that Britt Baker's time to shine. And tomorrow night at Double or Nothing, we're seeing a new women's champ.
All right. So I hear your point on that one. I'm sorry, Ren, before you say anything else, right? Okay, so I see your point on that one, Britt Baker. Like, what can she do next? Like, what can you do with Britt Baker next once she holds the title, right? And as you were saying all this, right, I was just playing it in my mind as far as like what they can do. The same way WWE built up Brock Lesnar and he destroyed every single babyface that they had and anybody that they put in front of him, and even John Cena when he busted him open, is exactly what they need to do with Britt Baker. To make her as a heel, she needs to go in and destroy every single AEW Dark and Elevation girl that's out there right now. Put her in front of Jasmine Allure, break her face. Put her in front of Amber Nova, mess her up and send her off. Like, you have to make her the baddest person there besides having who else was their champ at before her?
The only champions in AEW
Nyla Rose
is Riho, Nyla Rose, and Hikaru Shida. That's it.
You need to make her more of a powerhouse than Nyla Rose.
But she's not that big. That's the thing, though. She's not. I mean, the way that I can see her being a dominant heel is not through power. The way that I see Britt Baker is going to have to be more along the lines of Triple H from 1999.
But here's the thing,
because I don't see her as a powerhouse. You already got powerhouses in Nyla Rose, Jade Cargill, and legit Layla Hirsch. Britt Baker needs to stand out. Yeah, she needs to be like a Ric Flair kind of type where she wrestles and you think that she's going to get her ass whooping. You believe in your fucking heart of hearts that, yes, Red Velvet is going to fucking win the title tonight, and then Britt Baker wins. You know, you have to believe in your fucking heart of hearts that Hikaru Shida is going to regain her title and Britt Baker wins. And it's not through power. It's not being a Nyla Rose or a Jade Cargill type. She's going to have to be a smart champion in order to, be that bitch that we cannot stand.
You know who she needs to be like? Seth Rollins when he won the title for the first time. How many people did he outsmart when he was champion? Kane, Big Show, Roman, Cena, Sting.
He fucked up Sting. That's why Sting's not there, and he's now in AEW. But I digress.
I hate when people say that. Listen, that's like saying that he messed up Finn Balor's career, but look how it's turned out now.
He broke Cena's nose. He's unsafe in the ring. 4 out of 10.
You sound like Bret Hart right now. I'll move on.
All right, let's stop and let Remy talk, because I'm pretty sure like, damn, bro, I want to talk.
All Seth has is his drip, but if you want to call it that. But I'm gonna have to go with Britt Baker. It's her time. I mean, the woman literally put her blood, sweat, and tears into the division. That match with her and Thunder Rosa was a crazy match. I didn't expect that. But yeah, if she wins this, she definitely deserves it, beyond a shadow of a doubt. Speaking of Jade Cargill, you may want to look up a young lady by the name of Rain the Stallion Rivers. I'm going to say this right now. And Kenny, by the way, we've had her on our show. I noticed that you've actually interviewed Jasmine Allure. You might want to talk to Rain as well, too. But if Rain the Stallion Rivers gets signed to AEW and they form a tag team and there are belts there for the ladies, those belts are gone. If they have a match against each other, that's going to be a hell of a match. Power versus power. And Rain has improved. So, yeah.
That'll be the Ebony experience. That'll be the Ebony experience if those two ever team up.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, yeah. That would definitely be something. And we had the honor of having her on the show. Really great person. Hopefully we have her back on again. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully we can have her back on. But just a side note, the Nightmare Factory, they are that damn good. I'm telling y'all right now. If you check out their two student showcases, those two showcases were very well done. And we actually had the honor of actually interviewing several members from several students from there. And yeah, man, I've heard nothing but great things about Nightmare Factory. So I'm waiting for Student Showcase 3. But the next and last match that we have for the night is a three-way match for the AEW World Championship. Kenny Omega, the defending champion, versus with Don Callis, aka the Jackal. That Survivor Series 97 match was funny. Versus wherever, whenever, Orange Cassidy versus the Bastard Pac. Not Tupac, not Six Pac, not your girl's Pac, just Pac. Rob, who you got, man?
Everybody knows who's gonna win this one, Matt. But you know what? What Pac or Orange Cassidy shocks the world and wins, man? Like, that would be awesome. But yeah, no, I can't even entertain that idea right now. Omega, yeah, he's gonna win this one. He's I'm waiting for that Omega and Moose match. When Moose finally dominates and comes out there. So yeah, Omega's gonna win, but it's gonna be an awesome match because I love all three of these guys. They're gonna put it on. They're gonna tear the house down. But it would be awesome, Orange or Pac, shock the world, and then like on Tuesday or Wednesday or whatever, and Omega comes back, wins the belt back, something crazy. But I'm going to Omega.
Cool. Kathy, who are you going with?
So as much as I like Pac, I don't think it's gonna be him. Orange did look pretty sweet holding up that title, this past Friday. I would see him, if somebody would upset it, it would be Orange to upset the world and, shock the world and upset it. But I think Kenny's going to retain. I circled Kenny. It's going to be Kenny.
Salvador, who are you going with? I think I know who you're going with, but go ahead.
We all know why this match was made a triple threat match, right?
No, go ahead. Let us.
No, I'm just asking the question. I'm asking the question. Anyone can answer it. We all know why this match was made a triple threat match, right? I feel Orange Cassidy is going to take the losing fall. You're not going to pin the Bastard Pac. You're not going to have him be pinned. You're not going to have someone like Pac lose in that type of fashion and not have a one-on-one between him and Omega for the title. Kenny Omega retains. Orange Cassidy's taking the fall for the One Wing Angel. And then we're going to hear Pac saying, well, you never pinned me in that match. So there's still another third match for Pac and Omega, with Pac winning at All Out and Omega winning at Dynamite before Revolution 2020. So there's still that rubber match between Omega and Pac to be had. And it will be for the AEW Championship. Orange is in there to take the fall. It's not going to hurt him to lose. It's not. He's still over. It's not going to bury him. It's not going to push him down to dark elevation where he'll showcase his talents. Omega wins. Cassidy takes the fall.
I can see that. Kenny, who you going with, man?
Everybody knows that Kenny Omega's going to win. AEW at this point is putting a rocket on Omega because they want to make him a household name. Not too many wrestling fans outside of AEW and maybe like WWE or even New Japan know who. Well, I can't say too many people from WWE because you have the casual fan. AEW wants to brand themselves to try and be as big as WWE. So you have to build your stars up. You have to build your champion up. Okay, so all these matches that Kenny Omega's in is just to make Kenny Omega look good. He wants to have that big household name like a John Cena or a Roman Reigns. If you put his name in front of a whole bunch of people who are like a casual wrestling fan, they don't know who he is. So, you know, these triple threat matches is definitely things that will elevate him, you know, to in the rankings of like, you know, name calling when it comes to wrestling fans.
Well, I think Kenny Omega is going to retain. I'm gonna have to go with what Salvador said. He's gonna pin Orange Cassidy, and that'll set up a bigger feud between Kenny Omega and Pac, which I wouldn't mind. I can't see Kenny Omega feuding with, and this is no disrespect to Orange Cassidy. He's a great wrestler, he's entertaining, but I can't see Kenny Omega having a feud with him. I'd see it more being with Pac, and then you got, you know, the Death Triangle on his side, and, you know, Kenny Omega has the Young Bucks, or I guess the Good Brothers, whenever they're in AEW. I could more see that. Although, come to think about it, a feud with Kenny Omega and Orange Cassidy wouldn't be that bad. You got the best friends on his side. Although I advise Kenny to get might want to get a female in the stable, because Chris Statlander, which I wish certain stables need to learn how to do that. They need to learn how to get more like that one female to neutralize that other female that interferes, you know. But yeah, I see Kenny definitely retaining as well. So before we close the show, anybody got any predictions for the show? What might happen? What may not happen? Any final predictions?
Final prediction for the show.
We'll have a surprise. Oh no, go ahead, man.
Nah, I'll wait. We'll just go around like we've been doing. Let Rob answer first, then Kathy, then me, then Kenny, then you.
Yeah, I was gonna say there might be a surprise entrant. Like, I was thinking of TBA, man. What if, you know, it's like El Ilo, you know what I mean, coming out, man, or something, man, getting signed. I think they're gonna have a big signing, something like that, man. You know, I think he might come out there, Andrade or something. You know, that's my one pick.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see who that in the Casino Battle Royal, who's coming to AEW.
Final prediction that I'm going to predict for Double or Nothing is that I'm going to enjoy it on my floor level seats, thanks to TK.
Awesome.
I mean, if you're going to bring a surprise, somebody, you know, in for the Casino Battle Royal, I'm most likely it's going to be somebody from New Japan. I don't see like Andrade coming unless it was to mess with Kenny Omega, because he has no business being in the Battle Royale. But the show itself is going to be good just because the fans are there, so they're going to make it extra special.
I'm looking forward to see who that TBA is. It's going to be somebody big. They might not win it because, let's be honest, Matt Sydal was TBA last year, was a TBA person last year, and he didn't win it. I mean, actually, he almost broke his neck, and I'm glad he's okay. Although it would be a crazy twist if it was his brother, that Mike Sydal, that was in it, but I don't think it's going to be. I don't think it's going to be him. But yeah, Cage is actually going to have enough of Team Taz, and that's all I got right now. Really, I can't think of anything else.
Hiroshi Tanahashi.
TBA. Wait.
Why not?
What's his name? Kota Ibushi. He lost the title. He no longer has a title. I don't think he was on Wrestling Dontaku last time. I haven't seen the card yet. But if he wasn't, it could be him.
I'm just fantasy booking here. If we get somebody from New Japan, who knows? It might be Toru Yano, and then John Mox is gonna shit his pants.
Oh man, Toru Yano with his DVDs. I don't know how.
Remember, he is the king. Remember, Toru Yano is still the reigning, defending, undisputed king of pro wrestling champion. Not that I'm his Paul Heyman or anything.
Yeah. He did good. He did good in the New Japan Cup this year too. So yeah, you never know. That'd be funny. But yeah. So with that being said, for those of y'all listening, if you have your own predictions, your own picks, definitely let us know. We're gonna have polls out on Twitter for the pay-per-view tomorrow. So definitely vote who you think is gonna win, or just type it in, because some of our polls sometimes they don't have like the actual voting thing. So you just type in who you think is gonna win. So with that being said, Kenny and Salvador, I just gotta say thank you very much for actually being on the show. I know y'all got other things going on right now, but really and truly do appreciate it. Salvador, I met this guy one time just walking in Brooklyn.
Who?
Kenny. How me and Kenny met, and it's a small world. I was in downtown Brooklyn, Fulton Street, and I was walking, and I seen a guy with a Bullet Club shirt on, and I was like, "Hey, you watch this? This how serious I am about Ringside Society." I'm like, "Hey, do you watch wrestling?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "What do you watch? Just WWE?" Or he's like, "Everything." I'm like, yeah. Hey, I run a podcast. Da, 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 da. And that's how I met Kenny, man. That's crazy. And then
I wonder when Kenny's gonna book me for his podcast.
You can come down anytime you want to, brother. You already know that.
All right, brother. We'll shoot DMs and we'll make that happen.
Definitely.
And then he told me that he knows you, and I'm like, "What? Yo, I know Salvador too, man. Like I met him like in person at
2012.
That's crazy."
We met in 2012
man.
at Lillian Garcia's album release party.
Ezekiel Jackson. Hey, thank you for that, bro.
Where the Usos were a bunch of dicks.
They were?
Yeah, they didn't want to take pictures with nobody talking about, "Oh, it's our time off." They only wanted to take pictures at the fan access. And then they were mad when nobody wanted to take a picture with them, and then they wanted pictures with Rikishi.
Well, it is what it is.
Hey, dog. It is what it is, man.
Yeah, but I met Salvador like Access, and we met at another show, a CCW show, later on that year.
It was in 2012.
Yeah.
That was during the time you knew the Ets from Hell. I leave it at that.
Yeah. Wait, we said the X from Hell? Oh, yeah. Yeah, sorry to hear about that, bro.
That one. Yeah. That one.
All I'm gonna say is I'm sorry to hear about that, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
It is what it is, bro. That's life. That's life.
But we about to shut this down right now, because I know everybody got things to do.
I actually stopped. I should have been home. I should have been home right now, because I still had another hour of driving that I would have made it home at 9. So now I'm gonna make it at 10. Luckily, I told my wife by 9, 10 o'clock I'd be home. So 10 o'clock would be just fine me coming in. Because otherwise, if she would have known I was doing this shit, that'd have been my ass.
Just show her the video, and if she's still upset, tell her it's Remy's fault. I'll take the blame for that.
Yeah, bro, I'm still gonna get the ass whooping, so it don't matter if you take the heat or not, brother.
And she Jamaican too? Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, brother.
That's why I said 10 o'clock. I'll be home by like no later than 10. So now, if I know I was doing this, I know I got time.
Yeah. So before I end this, I'm just gonna go around asking about social media. But so Salvador, where can fellow fans find you on social media?
Facebook government name Salvador Santoyo. Instagram Trill Mexican 305, and Twitter, I think Trill _561, Trill GCC _561. I don't know how to work the Twitter gimmick. Y'all help me out with that. I just know the Instagram is Trill Mexican 305, and Facebook is Salvador Santoyo.
Yeah. By the way, tell Juanita, don't be afraid. We want her on the show.
I'll send her a DM. Matter of fact, I'll actually I'm gonna see her tomorrow, because you got to give me my AEW championship. So I'll let her know, hey, my boy Remy wants you to be a guest on the show. Hit him up, and with that right there, y'all should be able to set something up whenever you got free time.
Yeah.
So I'll make that happen.
Kenny, how about you, man?
I'll make it happen.
Kenny, how about you, man? Where you at on social media?
So you can find me over at the Call Up podcast Instagram channel, page, and then you can catch me every Monday as I do interviews with different talent from around the world. You can catch me on Spotify, Apple Play. You can catch the live versions on YouTube. And then you can also catch me on Fridays over at the Run-In podcast as well, doing predictions and corrections over there as well.
Awesome. And by the way, if y'all are into like those of y'all watching, if you're into like that figure life, follow these two gentlemen right here. They about that life. Rob, how about you, man? What you got on social media if fans want to be on the show? If wrestlers and promoters want to, book you for your security services? Yes, he does security for 1CW.
Yeah, you can hit me up at Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, Rob_base82, YouTube, Facebook, everywhere else, Rob Base.
Awesome. Miss Knight, the woman that causes me so much pain and sorrow, but I still like her anyways on my show. Where can fans find you on social media if they want to be on the show? Where can wrestlers find you if they want to be on the show and all that good stuff?
So I'm on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Twitch, and Discord, all at BLUE70517.
She's everywhere. Don't be under my bed, though. I'll get freaked out. If you want to find me on social media, you can find me on Twitter at TheRemyBlue. I don't have a lot of interesting things to say, but who knows? Maybe you'll get lucky. I'm also on Facebook under Remy Blue. It's a picture of me at WrestleMania 28. Our podcast is also on Facebook. We have a Facebook group called Ringside Society. Definitely check it out. We are also on Twitter and Instagram under Ringside Society. We're also on YouTube. Yes, we have a YouTube channel, which is where this episode is being streamed. So definitely subscribe to our YouTube. We have a lot of cool interviews with Anakin Rosa. Yes, that's actually Thunder Rosa's son. Soraya Knights, Jasmine Allure, Princess Victoria, one half of the first ever WWF Women's Tag Team Champions, and many more. Oh, and John Cosper, who's actually doing her her biography. So definitely subscribe to our channel as well. Check out our Blog Talk channel as well. We have a lot of great interviews there with Red Velvet and many others. And of course, we're on Twitch. Yes, we're on Twitch at Ringside Society 2019. Speaking of Twitch, shout out to our friend from the best side, the west side, Alicia Warrior Princess. Thank you very much for modding for us. We got big love being sent out to you over there at Cali. But with that being said, it is time for us to bid you adieu. My eyes are getting heavy. My stomach is rumbling, so that means it's time for a midnight snack and some sleep. Maybe not in that order. But with that being said, we here at Ringside Society just want to thank everybody that listened to us tonight. Thank you very much to those of you that are going to listen to us later on via our YouTube channel or Twitch channel or our Facebook group video. Thank you in advance. And those of you that hate us, can't stand us, really and truly wish we'd go away. Yeah, that too. We're sorry you feel like that, but like myself in a Golden Corral buffet, we're not going anywhere for a while.
They hate us because they ain't us.
And we ain't stopping. So with that being said, we here at Ringside Society just want everybody else to know that we're very well aware that everybody and their grandparents and their parents have a podcast. But we're not your grandparents' podcast. We're not your parents' podcast. As a matter of fact, come to think about it, we're not just any podcast. Hashtag we are not the same. No cap. Rob Bass, Kathy Knight. One time for the mind, one time for the people, one time for the wrestling culture, and one time for my brother Kenny from the 718, Don't Hate, and one time for my other brother Salvador Santoyo from the 305, where they keep it live. What type of podcast are we?
All right, 3, 2, 1.
We're the Wrestling Fans Podcast.
That's right, we're the Wrestling Fans Podcast, Ringside Society. So with that being
The
said,
Wrestling Fans
we'll be back
Podcast.
That's right, straight from the South too. So we'll be back
Brock
next Thursday with
Lesnar,
another
everybody.
We'll be back with another impressive episode. But until then, we're still going through a pandemic. So stay healthy, stay safe. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. We out. Peace.
Later.
Y'all, good night. Stay classy, Delaware.
Bye. Enjoy Double or Nothing tomorrow.